Hello and welcome to this parenting skills hypnotherapy session for the stay-at-home mom. This session is designed to help you feel calmer, clearer, and more resourceful. Because being at home with children can be beautiful, demanding, exhausting, meaningful, and sometimes all of those things within the same hour. Being the perfect parent is an imaginary standard, and that can be put to rest now. Real parenting is about presence, patience, flexibility, warmth, and firmness, and most important, the ability to return to yourself again and again. Maybe there are moments when you feel pulled in so many directions. There's a part of you that wants to be patient, another part that feels tired, a part that notices all the things that still need doing, and another part that simply wants a quiet moment to breathe. And as you listen to the session today, your unconscious mind can begin to organize those parts in a much more helpful way. Within you, there's already a calm center. You may have forgotten it during the busy days, the interrupted sleep, the questions, the mess, the emotions, and the endless little needs. But forgetting something is not the same as losing it. This session will help you remember that center, strengthen it and bring it forwards into your daily life. You can begin to respond rather than react, to notice the small successes, and to feel more capable in ordinary moments. And while children learn from what you say, they learn much more from what you do. And as you become calmer, clearer, and kinder with yourself, your home can begin to feel more settled too. So now you can settle in somewhere you can relax and be undisturbed for a few moments and take a little while to get comfortable and allow this time to be just for you. And now as you begin to relax, just let your eyes rest on one spot for a moment. It could be any spot at all, a mark on the wall, a shadow, a shape, or simply a place in the room where your gaze can settle. And as you look at that spot, you may notice that your eyelids already know how to blink, how to soften and grow heavier. And just take a slow breath in. And then let it out. That's right. Now take another breath in. And as you breathe out, let the muscles around your eyes begin to loosen. Those tiny muscles around the eyelids, in the forehead, the temple and the cheeks. Let them become so relaxed that if you were to try to open those eyes, they prefer to stay comfortably closed. And when you know that they're that relaxed, just let your eyes close now. And with your eyes closed, send that relaxation down through your face, into the jaw, the neck and the shoulders. You don't have to force the relaxation, you can simply allow it to happen. It's as if your body has been waiting for permission. In a moment, I'll ask you to open and close your eyes. And when you close them again, you can double that relaxation. Let it spread twice as deeply through your body. Open the eyes slightly now, and then close them, doubling that relaxation. And once more, open the eyes a little and close them. Let it double again, flowing down through the chest, the back, the arms and hands, the stomach, the hips, down the legs into the feet, all the way down to the tips of the toes. In a moment, you can count silently backwards from 100 downwards. And within each number, you can allow them to fade, to dim, to drift away. You can say within 100 and relax. Then 99 and go deeper. 98, the numbers begin to fade. 97, drifting away. And soon the numbers have disappeared completely. And the numbers are less important than comfort. Let them go. And as they fade, you go deeper. And as you rest here, listening to my words and the spaces between the words, your mind can drift and float. And just imagine that you're standing at the entrance to a beautiful, peaceful home within the mind. This is not an ordinary home. This is your inner home. The place inside where calm is stored and patience is replenished. Your wisdom waits quietly, and every room contains something useful for your life. As you step through the doorway, you notice the air feels soft and warm. There's sunlight moving through gentle curtains or lamps glowing in a quiet hallway. And the whole atmosphere seems to say, you can rest now. With every step you take inside this inner home, you move deeper into relaxation. 10 steps through the hallway. 10, feeling the body release. 9, the shoulders lowering. 8, the hands softening. 7, the jaw unclenching. 6, your breathing becoming easier. 5, halfway down now. 4, your mind quietening, a silence within. 3, your body feeling heavier or lighter, whichever's right for you. 2, drifting deeper. And 1, fully entering this peaceful place. And you come to a comfortable room. Perhaps there's a chair by the window, a soft place to lie down, a warm blanket waiting there. And as you settle in to that place, you can feel relaxation moving through you in waves. A wave of comfort over the scalp and the forehead, through the eyes and the face. A wave of softness down the neck and shoulders, through the arms, the elbows, the wrists, all the way down to the tips of the fingers. A wave of calm through the chest and the back, down through the stomach and the hips. And a quiet wave of strength and of peace, down through the legs, the knees, the feet, all the way down to the tips of the toes. Somewhere in the room there's a soft light, a calm light of your own inner guidance. As it begins to glow, the glow spreads through the room, through your body, your thoughts, your emotions. Not pushing anything away, simply bringing light. And in that light, you can learn more deeply now. And as you rest in this inner home, you can begin to realize that the role of a stay-at-home mum is not small. It's not just staying home. It's creating safety, offering comfort, teaching kindness and patience. It's guiding little nervous systems while remembering how to soothe your own. And now your unconscious mind can begin to gather every useful resource you already have. The patience from times you waited longer than you thought you could. Strength from the days where you just kept going. Tenderness from the moments you softened instead of hardened. And intelligence from problems you solved without applause. And as those resources gather, you can let them become more available in daily life. You can pause before reacting, breathe before speaking. Choose a tone that teaches rather than chastises. And from now on, more and more often, you can notice that small pause. A child cries, resists, interrupts, argues, or needs you again. And somewhere inside, there's a tiny space. And in that tiny space, you can return to yourself. The calm parent has influence. The steady parent teaches safety, and the loving parent teaches trust. You can be warm and firm, gentle and clear. You can say yes fully when yes is right, and say no calmly when no is needed. And you can discover how good it feels to mean what you say without needing to say it harshly. There may have been old ideas about a good mother needing to give endlessly, without rest, without frustration, without needs of her own. And those ideas can loosen now. A mother is not a machine. A mother is a person. And when you honor your personhood, you model healthy self-respect. Children don't need a perfect mother. They need a real one. A mother who can repair. A mother who can say, let's try again. A mother who can breathe, reset, and come back with love. Now imagine a scene from your ordinary life. Perhaps a kitchen, a living room, a bedroom. A car seat, a laundry basket, toys on the floor, small voices, small hands, needs overlapping. And as you watch this scene from a calm distance, notice the old version of you handling it as best she could. She may have felt rushed, invisible, pulled thin. And now see a newer version of you entering that scene. This version of you has a calm center. Notice how she stands, her shoulders, her breathing, the expression in her eyes. She doesn't need everything to be silent, to be steady. She doesn't need everything to be tidy, to be capable. She doesn't need every child to be happy every second in order to know she's doing well. She can sort what matters from what merely makes noise. She knows that a mess can be cleaned, a mood can pass, a child can learn, and she can begin again. Watch her now as something challenging happens, a complaint, a refusal, a repeated question, a sibling conflict, a sudden demand. Notice the pause. She breathes. She lowers her shoulders, speaks from a calm place. She may say fewer words, move more slowly. Come closer instead of calling from across the room. Kneel down, make eye contact, and become clear. And the whole scene begins to change. Not because she controls everything, but because she influences the emotional weather of the home. Now drift into that version of you. Step into her body, see through her eyes, hear through her ears. Feel that grounded strength through the soles of your feet, the center of your chest, the calm in your breathing. This is you. This is not pretending. This is practice, becoming natural. And your unconscious mind can rehearse this in many useful ways, right here, right now. Morning routines become smoother. because you prepare with a calm intention. Mealtimes become easier because you release the need to make every moment perfect. Difficult moments become shorter because you respond sooner from steadiness. And when you need a moment, you can take one inside yourself. A breath can become a doorway. A softened exhale can say to the unconscious mind, return to center. And with your children, you guide, you protect, you teach, you comfort, you make room. And then you allow growth. You don't have to carry every outcome in your nervous system. You can do your part with love and let your child do the growing. And as this understanding settles in, you may feel a quiet relief. You can be devoted without disappearing, loving without overfunctioning. You can be responsible without feeling responsible for every feeling your child has. Feelings are not emergencies. They're the weather. They move. They change. They flow. And you can help your children learn that emotions can be felt, named, soothed, and survived. And the more you practice your own calm, the more they learn calm from you. And from now on, you may begin to notice small victories. A softer morning, a warmer hug, a moment of laughter. And those small victories count. They count deeply. Because family life is built from those repeated moments. And you're learning to make those moments more conscious, more loving, more steady, more yours. And let these words settle within now. I can pause, I can breathe, I can choose. I guide love firmly, and I can rest without guilt. And today, I am enough. And as those words become your inner knowledge, your unconscious mind can carry them into the ordinary places where they're needed the most. And now it's time to bring this session to a close. In a few moments, there'll be time to return to full waking awareness, bringing back with you this calm strength, this steadiness, this renewed sense of yourself. And as I count from 1 to 5, you can return feeling refreshed, grounded, and quietly confident. 1, energy beginning to return to your body. 2, breathing a little more awake now. 3, bringing back calm, parenting strength into your muscles, your posture, and your face. 4, becoming clearer, brighter, more present, as if you've had a meaningful, peaceful rest. And 5, eyes open when you're ready, fully awake, feeling refreshed, steady, and back in the here and now. And in the days ahead, you may find that the ordinary sounds in your home, a child's voice, the footsteps, the quiet after the chaos, gently remind some deeper part of you to return to center. And when that happens, you may naturally take a simple, easy breath and feel a calm space open inside. The breath becomes a signal that says you can choose, you can soften, you can guide this moment. And each time you notice yourself responding with even a little more patience, warmth, or clarity, that success can quietly strengthen the next, until calm parenting feels more and more natural, familiar, and deeply your own. Thank you for joining me in this session and taking this time for yourself and for your loving influence that you bring into your home. Let these changes continue gently, in real moments, in small victories, in the way you return to yourself again and again. Remember, you're allowed to grow as a parent while your children grow too. Take good care of yourself. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.